Man, deer season starts next weekend, and bow season here. We like to bow hunt, use crossbows and compound bows. But man, we got to get that set up. It is just a week away. Should have done this at least 3 weeks ago, but I'm gonna get my feeder set up and a blind set up hopefully, and see where we get to. Hopefully we have a good, successful deer season. Alright, I got the blind, a couple bags of corn, some tools, and some chairs all loaded up. Let's go get this thing done. I stop and load up this 10-foot ladder right here, and then we get up to the next gate, last gate between us and the blind. Down to the feeder. Well, I think I'm gonna go get the mower and mow around it and what I can inside it before we get it all set up. Well, now that definitely looks better. So I got it cleaned out in and around the feeder, and the reason I have that pin around the feeder is because of my cows, to keep them from eating all the corn and the deer not getting any. But we don't have any cows this year, so I think I might just leave that end open. But while I was mowing that, I went ahead and mowed the trail all the way up to the gate coming from the yard, and I mowed a spot right there for the deer blind. Let's get started. Let's get some corn in this thing. So it's just a little old battery powered timer, one of the cheaper type of mold-free feeders you can get, but it works pretty good. So I'm gonna get the ladder set up and make sure I can get that motor running before I do anything else. Looks like I still got corn on the spinner plate right there. I don't know how well you can see that. Well, I wanted to show you that this was the only brand of battery I could find at Walmart. I really wanted to try to get a rechargeable battery but this is all they had, so that's what we got. Then I pulled the old battery out and it was the same brand, so very good chance that that was all that was available last year and I just didn't remember. I got the new battery in there, and then I show you a picture of the screen. The screen is working, and I'm talking about how my biggest struggle using one of these is getting it set up each year, getting it programmed, and it gave me some fits. It wasn't wanting to work right at first, but I did finally get it programmed, got the time set, and then I got an evening spin where it'll dispense the corn, set for 6:30 in the evening, and one set for 5 a.m. We don't get a whole lot of deer in the morning, but just in case, I wanted to make sure there's some corn down to kind of hold them on us. And when we get it all set up, I wanted to make sure all of that worked before I put the corn in the feeder. So I wanted to run a spin test to make sure that everything was good, and it is, but I had to hold my hand up there. That corn, what was left in the barrel, was hitting me pretty hard. Stings pretty good, so, but it's all good. Everything's working. There's 100 pounds of corn in there. What y'all didn't see off camera is my back is still bothering me from that wreck, so I had to have some help put that corn in there. Anyway, we'll see what happens. We got 100 pounds of corn in the feeder. Timer set to go off at 6:30 tonight and 5:30 in the morning, and it'll do that 7 days a week. Now we can go get the blinds. It's 97 degrees out here, and deer season's just 1 week away. So that's crazy. So right here is where we're gonna set the blind up. I had a blind right there that got demolished in a bad windstorm, and I just need to clean it up. And I put a blind in that circle ring right there. I don't know if y'all can see them T-posts on camera, but I did that last year and put a little field fence around it to keep the cows off my blind. But once again, we're gonna put it right here this year because we don't have to worry about the cows right now. And it's about 30 yards down there to the feeder, 30-35 yards. So let's get this blind. What I gotta do is kind of clean up the area a little bit. Just got some of these old boards from my old blind. Put them back out of the way. Probably got a few field mice underneath that. This is a double bull blind, and it's just a pop-up, but hunting right here in the backyard, I'm gonna leave it set up. Unless, you know, I know some bad weather or something's coming, I can come break it down right quick. That's how easy it is to set up the double bull. But because we're going to leave it out here, I'm going to stake it down. I got some stakes. Put a stake on all four sides. Got these little stakes here at Walmart. They work pretty good. So that's what I'm going to try to use. They just auger into the ground. Man, these things not wanting to go in this really hard dirt, so I'm gonna run and get some different stakes and a hammer to drive them with. What y'all didn't see while I was gone to the house, I'd shut the camera off, the blind blew away. That's all the reason why we're tying it down, but I got a bunch of these stakes from when I was in the military, and we're gonna use these guys. They're not as long as them others, but they should work just fine. The ground's so hard I couldn't put them screw type stakes in, so let's see what we can get done. We got the blind set up, like I said, about 30-35 yards from the feeder ring down there. We're gonna grab that 10-foot ladder and get it put up and call it a day. Looking good. So stay tuned. I'm sorry about the wind, so I had to do a voiceover here. I was telling you, you can get 6 deer in the Oklahoma bag limit. You can only have 2 bucks, 1 buck from any of the seasons, which is black powder or bow season or rifle, and 2 does from any season, for a total of 6 is all you can get. But it starts on October the 1st, which is Sunday, and goes through January the 15th. So we got a long deer season. But listen, I appreciate y'all watching our videos. I want to say God bless. If you hadn't already, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.